Kai opened his quest log, the details of the assassin-class mission Shadows of the Night filling his vision. The Shadowfang Den. The name sent a shiver down his spine, even in the virtual world. It was known as a place of shadows and whispers, a haven for the most dangerous and elusive creatures of the realms. It was a fitting test for one aspiring to the assassin class. The quest description provided a location marker on his map, a dark, foreboding area shrouded in mist, far to the north of the starting area. It was a considerable journey, one that would take him through varied and potentially dangerous territories. He closed the quest log, a determined glint in his eyes. He was no longer just a novice adventurer clearing goblin infestations. He was an assassin, embarking on a path shrouded in secrecy and peril. The thought excited him. This was more than just a game. It was a challenge, a test of his skills, his cunning, his very being. Before setting off, Kai decided to check the marketplace. He had a little bit of in-game currency from defeating the Goblin Chief, and he wanted to see if he could find any gear that would be beneficial for his mission. The marketplace was a sprawling hub filled with stalls and vendors offering everything from basic weapons and armor to rare potions and enchanted items. Players bartered and traded, their avatars jostling for space in the crowded aisles. Kai navigated the marketplace, his eyes scanning the wares. He wasn't looking for anything flashy or expensive. He needed something practical, something that would enhance his agility and stealth. He found a stall selling leather armor, its owner a gruff-looking dwarf with a booming laugh. The dwarf boasted about the quality of his wares, claiming they were crafted from the hides of the most elusive shadow beasts. Kai was skeptical, but the armor did look promising, light and flexible, perfect for an assassin. He examined a set of dark leather armor, its surface smooth and supple. It was described as Shadow Walker's Garb, offering bonuses to agility and stealth. It wasn't the best, but it was a significant improvement over his starting clothes. He haggled with the dwarf, eventually managing to get a decent price. He equipped the Shadow Walker's Garb, immediately feeling lighter and more agile. He also purchased a few throwing knives, their blades sharp and deadly. They would be useful for silent takedowns. With his new gear, Kai felt more prepared for the challenges ahead. He consulted his map, tracing the route to the Shadowfang Den. It was a long journey, but he was ready. He left the marketplace and set off, his footsteps quick and purposeful. He moved through the starting area, now seeing it with different eyes. He wasn't just another newbie anymore, he was an assassin with a mission to complete. As he journeyed north, the landscape began to change. The lush greenery of the starting area gave way to darker, more foreboding terrain. The trees became gnarled and twisted, their branches reaching out like skeletal fingers. The air grew colder, and a thick mist began to swirl around him, obscuring his vision. He encountered various creatures along the way, packs of wild wolves, aggressive boars, and even the occasional wandering ogre. He used his newfound agility and stealth to navigate these encounters, avoiding unnecessary combat whenever possible. He was an assassin, after all. His strength lay in the shadows, not in direct confrontation. He reached the edge of the Shadowfang Den, a foreboding structure built into the side of a cliff. The entrance was a gaping maw in the rock face, shrouded in darkness and mist. A sign above the entrance read, "Beware, shadows lurk within." Kai took a deep breath, his hand resting on the hilt of his newly acquired throwing knives. This was it, the final test to prove himself worthy of the assassin class. He stepped into the darkness, ready to face whatever shadows awaited him within.